how to put a watermark on the images. Okay, just like this, you can also append one image on the top of another image. How? Let me take a logo image. Okay, so let me create a logo first. Okay, so if I browse the logo, again the rule will remain almost same, so I'll be very much reusing the previous code. Instead of picture box 1, I'll be using picture box 2. Okay, instead of BMP, we can take a logo image. Okay, and we can resize the whole logo to the size of picture box 2, because logo should be smaller. Okay, and in picture box 2 we can display the logo image. Okay, at the time of creating watermark, okay, at the time of creating watermark, I have drawn a string. At the same time, G dot draw image. So graphics is now helping you to write in the bitmap. Okay, which image you want to draw? Picture box 2 dot image. At which point, say new point, I want to write it on the right hand side. Okay, so bmp dot width minus, I want to leave space for the width of the logo. Picture box 2 dot width minus say 20. So if I take bmp dot width, it will go absolutely at the corner, and then if I try to draw the image, that will come out. So I'll shift the position. Similarly, as far as the height is concerned, so I'll leave about 20 pixel from the top. Okay, now let us see if it works out well or not. Let us browse one image, say for instance this image. Okay, let us browse the logo. This image is quite larger in context to this image. Okay, so let us browse a bigger size image which as far as good color combination is concerned, it's the width and height, and this is quite small. This is okay. Okay, no, look, this is a watermark image. Okay, however, this color which is coming, I'm not satisfied with this because this matches with the text itself. Okay, so what we can do is we can use something called color selection. Okay, just like file open dialog, we have a color dialog also. Color dialog CD is equal to new color dialog. Okay, if cd dot show dialog dot equals dialog result dot okay, I'll change the text names color. Okay, I'll apply that color over here. Txt name dot forecolor equal to color dialog dot color. Okay, let us see first up to this much. So if I write, if you see color dialog will appear. If I select this text color will get changed. If I select this text color is going to get changed. Okay, let us now also give the user with the option of choosing his own font. So the way you choose color, same way you can choose font also. There is a font dialog also. Okay. So font dialog FD is equal to new font dialog. If FD dot show dialog dot equals dialog result dot okay, txt name dot font is equal to font dialog dot font. Okay, so color is working, font dialog. Okay, now what I intend to do is, when we were creating the watermark, I had taken this font. Okay, now we'll not take this font, rather what we'll do, txt name dot font. We'll not take color brush, rather what we'll do, txt name dot forecolor. So how the whole thing translates into, let me browse one image. Let me say, let me change the color to something like this. Let me change the font. Okay, let us browse one logo. Okay, now in most of the cases you don't want your image quality to be hampered by this image. This image looks like pretty much pasted over the original image. I want this image to be a bit more transparent, such that it looks like this is blended over the original image. Okay, so you can do that. When you are creating the watermark, then we use save dialog box. Now you can either take save file dialog SFT, or there is a save file dialog that will be present over here. Dialogs. You can directly drag and drop. This will, because this is a component, this will be not part of the font. Okay. One of the property of any dialog box is a filter. Okay. What you do is, see, filter means what type of images you can save. Okay. If you don't understand how to put the filter, just put a garbage value here. Okay. In the filter property of save file dialog, press enter. It will show property value is not valid. Details. How the property value should be: text file, text, all files, start dot start, etc. Copy this, paste it. Okay. Now you don't want text files, right? You want images. You don't want .txt. You want .jpg or .jpg. All files is start.start. Now while saving, you already have save file dialog. Okay, save file dialog dot show dialog. So instead of declaring an object of that, if save file dialog dot show dialog dot equals dialog result dot OK, in that case bmp dot save file dialog 1 dot file name. You also need to system dot drawing dot imaging dot image format dot jpeg. So difference is, see, when I'm browsing, I have not used any filter, so there is nothing over here. Okay, so I'll be able to select all the files. Now I'll select this file, put some watermarks here. Okay, let me browse the logo. Let's say watermark. This image is quite big, so you are not able to see this. Okay. Library, pictures. Let's go with some of the sample pictures. So it's quite small. This is okay. Okay, let us save. When you try to save, now you can see only JPG files are showing. Okay, or all files. So directly you can give the name as watermarked image. The result, your image now has your watermarking. Okay. Not only that, because you have written the code as a whole on BMP, even after you are able to convert the image into a particular format, say like the grayscale that we have done, okay, let's convert it into grayscale. Let us save it. Okay. So this is how we can perform the imaging operation. So what we covered today, a bit of graphics. Okay. Then we covered what do you call some image operations, okay, looping through with the images, save file dialog, okay, open file dialog, color dialog, font dialog, okay. Now you see, .NET provides you not only with the option of making the changes in the images, you can also build your custom graphics, okay. How do we build a custom graphics? The custom graphics is required for cases like simulation, okay, when you want to simulate a concept, say square object you want to display, okay. So let's take a picture box. This is my area where I want to have my simulation, okay. Let's write a draw function. We'll take a bitmap. Say let us call this B1. Okay, let us reinitialize. Let us make it null. B1 is equal to new bitmap, the size of picture box 3 dot size, or width comma okay. So it will create a blank bitmap. It is always good option in .NET to use the graphics in the following fashion. How? Using graphics Z. Earlier we had declared graphics Z, use that for everything. Whenever your code is limited to particular section, you can use it in this fashion, is equal to graphics dot from image, which image? B1. What happens when you write the code inside? So if you are using, there is no semicolon at the end. So a graphics object will be created. Whatever operation you want to do, you can do over here, and then when the scope finishes, the graphics object will be destroyed. So whatever drawing is there, that will be clear. The image will remain, but whatever handle you had opened, okay, whatever memory object is there, that is flushed out. So you can have more memory to perform your graphical operation, okay. So just use the using block, okay. This is known as using block, okay. So G dot draw line, say 0,0 to for drawing a line it requires one pen object, okay. So first let us declare one pen object. Pen P is equal to new pen. First one is a brush. We already know that we can take a solid brush. You can also specify the width, say 4. Okay. We can draw a line. For draw line, first is the pen. I have already created pen object. Then point, say 0,0 to 100,100. I want to draw a line. At the end of it, picture box 3 dot image is equal to B1. So I'll declare one bitmap, right inside that, clear all the graphics, put the bitmap into picture box 3. Okay. But it's not really intuitive, so you need to give the value. Now along with the line, you can also draw a rectangle. For rectangle pane, okay, rectangle will be having the starting memory and the end memory. Okay, so new rectangle. In the rectangle you have to pass starting location and the size, or x, y, width and height. 100 comma 100 comma width is suppose 40 comma 60. Okay, you have drawn a rectangle. You can also draw a circle. G dot draw ellipse. My point is say 200 pane object P comma for ellipse x, y, width and height you need to specify. Okay, so x and y is say 200 comma 200. If you keep width and height as same, it will become circle. Okay, 50 comma 50. Any number of times you can reinitialize your pen. So let us draw the line with a different color. Draw the rectangle with a different color. Draw the circle with a different color. Okay. So in this way we can draw the rectangle. However, one of the very intuitive technique is to be able to draw with the help of mouse. Okay. So whenever we use mouse, I should be able to draw something. Okay. So whenever you move your mouse over this, mouse move event will be called. Okay. Mouse move event will be called. Okay. Now I have this same code, I'll reutilize it. Okay. However, I'll not initialize graphics, because every time if I initialize graphics, my old every time if I initialize the bitmap, my old image will go off. Okay, I don't want that. So now, when you move your mouse, in the event argument e, position will be there. Okay, int x is equal to e dot x. Okay, int y is equal to e dot y. Right? At this location I want to draw a point. If user is pressing the left button. Okay, so if I press the left button and then if I move, I want to draw the line. Okay, how do we draw in Paint? If I move it, nothing gets drawn. Okay, I am able to move my mouse freely. But if I select this and then if I click the left button, I'll be able to draw. So the same concept. If e dot button dot equals mouse buttons dot left. So if user has already clicked that left button, okay, then what I'm going to do is just draw a point. G dot draw there is no draw point. Okay, no problem. We'll draw an ellipse at the x and y location. Okay, with radius 1, 1. So it's any ellipse of radius 1 pixel is automatically a point. Let us see how it works. make some let us make it a bit more interesting. Instead of taking this color, let us take the text name's color, because text name is now linked with a color dialog. I can anytime change that color dialog. Okay, so this is pretty nice. Okay, and because this is a bitmap, you can actually save your drawing. Okay, so let me make it a little more interesting. Let me give a clear button. All right. So how we are able to clear this? Nothing, just I'll reinitialize B1. So I'll initialize the graphics B1 over which I was drawing here. I'm just going to reinitialize that and assign it into my picture box. Okay. Okay. I also want to give save button. Okay. Again, I'll be reinitializing the code. I already have written the save button. I'm going to use the same code with the necessary changes. How? So I'm going to go over there, save, put it. Instead of BMP, I'll make it B1. That's all. So I'll clear this first. The background was black. Okay, so what we could do is, because there was no color in the background, whenever we are reinitializing the bitmap, make the transparent color is should I make it transparent or okay? See, we'll do one thing. This picture box's size is how much? 541 373. Okay, so we are going to actually $541 and how much?
370.
We'll create an image of the same size. In the desktop, the current directory for any application will be its bin directory, okay, and it's in the debug mode. So in the debug, okay, we'll call it background. B1 is equal to, instead of saying this, I'll say B1 is equal to bitmap dot from file background dot jpg Let us make this a BMP. That's all. So we make this as BMP. For clear option also, instead of this, I'll make this option now. When you say draw the, what name I have given? BG, okay. Let me save this as so I'm taking an image and I'll be writing everything on the image so that the background is always white. What is happening? It's actually save it as PNG, so I'll save this as JPG. Now my code will work. So right, clear. For clearing, I have assigned that image into okay. Okay. So in this way we can play around with the graphics. I had already given one square example. We are done for console application square. Okay. Along with width and height, in that square application also take starting position. Try to draw that square through graphics.